Hey guys, it's your boy SP Mask here, and today I have a special art lesson for you guys. Well, it's not really like an art lesson. It's more like a small quick tutorial on how to pretty much, if you guys been using these little babies, yep, these are called Copic markers. Oh yeah. These are awesome. These are actually what I use to do my drawing quick sketch videos that I put. So yeah, if you guys are like me who absolutely love Copic, this video is for you guys. So, or if this is your first time experiencing with Copic and you wanna learn first, like how you like get your first marker. I would say like these markers, they go for about like $8 just for one. But if you could find them much cheaper, more power to you. So what Copic markers are, they're like alcohol-based markers. So yeah, if you use them for a long time, you could get like really dizzy. But it hasn't happened to me. It's not that strong, but still it's something. So basically, when you uncap it, this here is what I call the sketch marker. So it has like kind of like a sensitive brush tip, and it's good for when if you want like trying to get like these brush strokes. That's pretty much the top end. All Copic markers, they have like this gray area right here, like this gray line, if you could see it. So yeah. So pretty much that's the brush cap size. And by the way, this is a B. This is my signature B32 pale blue that I've used before in my Alita video, and also the Light Fury video for when I drew Horizon. Yeah, and the bottom part is a chisel. This part area right here, if you can see it, it's used mostly for like shading in like a lot of heavy white areas. So pretty much it's very good. So like what I like to do, like when I do like a pro sketch, is I like to like draw, like sketch like an outline color, like just making sure like the areas that I want the ink to go in. And then I pretty much brush out the chisel and I just shade in all the other areas afterwards. But anyway, that's just like a little thing on these little Copic markers. But what we're going to discuss today is, if you guys have used these markers before, you know for a fact that if you use them for like a long time, you notice like they dry up after a while, like after like a long period of usage. So if you can see this is an example of a dry Copic marker, because you can see like there's not so much ink on it. It's normally like how you can tell. Okay, so as you can see the difference here. This one looks like it has more ink than the chisel side, because the chisel side, when you use it a lot more, it pretty much dries out faster, I'm gonna say, and that's why the brush head it normally holds the ink more. So what happens when your Copic marker starts drying up? Well, that's the beauty about these guys, is that you can refill these guys with this right here. This is the Copic refill. So basically, like whenever your Copic marker is drying up and you want to refill them, you pretty much use these bad boys. So how is it done exactly? Well, so far I've heard two ways that you can do it. Like with one, you can pull out this chisel brush with like a pair of tweezers and pluck it out, because it's just mostly like cotton on the bottom end, and then you could just take your refill and just like dump it in like that. That's actually like the faster way, except you may end up damaging the chisel part of the brush. So I don't do it that way. Instead, I do it the other way, which is give you guys an idea. Here is the tip part of the refill. So pretty much what I do is, it's the slow, painful way, but what you do is you just pretty much put little small drops. I don't know if you guys could see this, but so pretty much the ink, it absorbs the cotton absorbs the ink, so that way, you know, it's gonna be good and new. And you just do this for maybe like about 10 to 15 minutes. Oh yeah, and another thing, what's cool is you choose pretty much how much you want to put into the into the marker. But a way to test to test like that you don't overflow your marker is to pretty much you would have to like look at the bottom part, and if the brush head side, if it's like, you know, like leaking, like a lot of ink is coming out, that means you've put way too much. You know, you just want like a good amount, so that way the so that way the marker just gets like refilled with ink basically. And yeah, so pretty much we're gonna do this. You know, all you do is just keep dripping it slowly. Let the cotton absorb the ink. Yeah. I mostly do this when I have a lot of free time. So yeah. So So yeah. This is looking pretty good. You just want to take your time doing this actually. You don't want to rush this. You definitely don't. Because otherwise you're going to spill this ink, and this ink is like, it's very, it can stain very easily, so you may want to go slow. Yeah. All right, cool. All right, I'm just looking at the amount, because right now the amount it's like at 2. I want to try to get it to maybe about there instead. So yeah. But if you know, if you're like an artist like me, you know, you pretty much have patience. So you know, like when you do like a piece, a drawing, a painting, you know, you have to have patience, you know, because art is something that cannot be rushed. All right. So it's looking pretty good. Oh yeah, another thing, I kind of just want to straighten it up, because sometimes the ink will take maybe like about a split second to not get absorbed, and then sometimes you may get up like these little like ink parts on the marker, which doesn't get absorbed. So you want to take your time, you know, because you want to take your time with these, you know. All you gotta do is drip, 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 drip. But don't drip too fast, otherwise it's gonna pretty much get on the plastic part of the marker, and you do not want that. You want all the ink inside the marker. So yeah, I like to keep it on a flat horizontal one, because if you leave it like this, it's kind of harder to put the ink like that. So look, I'm gonna show you again. See, and it takes longer for the ink to get absorbed a bit. So you also don't want to use this end on it. So I just like to keep it on the flat horizontal side like that. So yeah, you can do it that side, or sometimes, yeah, I like to do like an alteration where I flip it like this and then I flip it again. Yeah, because that's actually good. Let me see how much we got it at. We are almost there, guys. Yeah. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Alright, I think that's actually a good enough amount. So what you want to do before you do anything is cap up your refill, your Copic refill, and you put it down. And then what you do is you want to cap this up like that, and just give it like a good shake, you know, like this or like this, whichever, you know, because that way, you know, like, because the centerpiece of the Copic is like this, I do not know how to describe it, but it's kind of like this cotton piece. Yeah, that pretty much holds the ink, so that way it can distribute, it's well distributed to either side of the marker. So normally, you would like wait about maybe like, I'm gonna say like two or 3 minutes before using. You just want to keep shaking it up, you know, so that way it gets very well distributed, an equal amount on both sides. Because even though the brush side it's still like brush darker, I saw the nib for it. It was still like kind of like a faded blue, but now it looks more healthier. But now we are gonna test it. So here we go, guys. Let's see how much the big difference is. Wow. You can clearly see that there's like a big difference here. This is the one that was refilled, and this was the one that was earlier. As you saw, it's like fully dry. It was like practically dried up. But with the refill, you pretty much get like a good solid line now since it got refilled, which I needed to do anyway because I'm gonna be doing like more quick sketch videos coming up. So yeah, that's pretty much how you refill your Copic marker, guys. And that's pretty much it. Of course, you know, you have to buy the for the Copic refill. So you want to buy the right numbers that correspond with the marker that you need to refill. So make sure you guys like pretty much do your research and know which is the correct ink number. All right. So that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to do this quick tutorial for you guys on how to refill your Copic markers. I'm SP Mask, and don't forget to burns on.